Wirtz, first time up, sac fly, RBI to Damani Thomas. 3-2, number 2. Another foul ball. This will land into the parking lot, so we'll do the 3-2 again. The count 3-2. Cleanup hitter, Gabe Wirtz, W-U-R-T-Z. Binder checks the runner. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Another ball hit foul to our right. This will be the 8th pitch of the battle between Binder and Wirtz. Gabe is 6'4", 220, 24 years old. How about payoff pitch number 3? Here's a little nubber, going to be landed in foul territory. No chance for Hiskey nor Binder to make the catch, so we'll do the payoff pitch, the 3-2 for the 4th time. Tuesday night baseball from Mataluca Field, Tuesday through Sunday, Chukars in town. Then they'll hit the road, they'll go to Missoula, and they'll be back here on the 23rd, 2 weeks from today, as the Hawks will come in for the final time this year. 3-2, another foul ball. Well, this will be the 5th 3-2 pitch.
And the 11th pitch of the at-bat, because this has just been a really, really good battle between Wirtz, one of the top hitters, and Jake Binder, who's at times this season has shown that strikeout power.
Jake has struck out 2. Tonight has walked 2. Here it comes, and it's low ball 4. Bases are loaded, nobody out. And Abraham Mao goes to 3rd, Raper down to 2nd. Wirtz at 1st, and the batter is Andrew Fernandez, who singled his first time up in the game, and that'll bring out Bob Malacki, the Chukars pitching coach. Some updated scores in the Pioneer League. Owls 9, Rockies 7. Vibes lead the Raptors 3-1. Voyagers 4, Range Riders 1. We need Glacier to be hot this week. And Missoula leads Boise 2-0. Boy, the Hawks have tanked in the second half. They're 5-13, the worst record in the Pioneer League.
They've had it tough, and they drafted Michael Slayton in the draft this season, 2nd overall. He made his debut against us on Sunday, and he really struggled. 4 walks in 2/3 inning, and after that was released. So it's been a tough get lately for.
So one inning, the guy they release him?
They did. It's been tough go for him, tough go for the Boise pitching, that was their strength, John. Their strength was their pitching, but their pitching has struggled here in the second half.
Well, that's tough. You get drafted number 2 in the Pioneer League draft. You pitch 1 game, and you get your pink slip after the game. So is life in independent baseball. This is Fernandez, DH, 227 hitter. No place to put this guy. Righty-righty matchup, Binder versus Fernandez. Pitch is high, ball 1. Fernandez was a pitcher. First year he's been a catcher in his college and professional baseball career. The 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2. In his 3 years of pitching in independent baseball, he had a 4-3 record and a 5.47 earned run average. Not too bad, but he scrapped the pitching. Now he's catching the pitches.
It's quite a transition.
2-0 count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ground ball. Stroop gets the play, gets it out at second. The relay is in time. Nice double play. 5-4-3. Stroop Reyes to strong. A run does score, and we're tied at 2. But the Chukars will take that. No RBI in the play. Runner at third base for Jalen Garcia. Garcia struck out looking his first time up. Garcia is now 0 for his last 9 at the plate. Takes the pitch high. Played high school ball, Legion ball, college ball, all in Billings. Now his professional career is in Billings. Played at Montana State at Billings for his college. Runner at third base, the go-ahead run. That's Raper. At the plate is Garcia. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Jake ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Binder working from the stretch with a runner at third base. Some starters go with the full windup. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. He struck him out for the second time. And the Mustangs, however, they did tie the ball game up. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 2. The Mustangs and the Chukars on KSPZ.
Are you good to go?
.23 coming in.
Whether buying or selling your home, be sure to call Credo Larson at Silver Creek Realty. Call Larson Realty.
Service still continuing his warm-up tosses.
649. And at fans get on your feet and make some noise. It's T-shirt toss.
And it's T-shirt toss. Go figure. Fans going bananas. Oh, we almost got one.
Just a little bit higher. Would have off the window that throw was.
Baseball Bob got a souvenir. We just saw why baseball Bob plays golf and not baseball. Terrible throw. Here's Steve Barmakian, singled and scored. You were close. Barmakian singled to right, and he scored on the Hunter Hiskey double. 2-2 the score as we play here in the bottom of the third. Steve now with a 14-game hitting streak. First pitch called strike 1. Hunter Hiskey has the longest streak so far this season at 18 games in a row. Calvin Estrada tied it earlier, but Barmaken, Reyes, and Stroop, the 1-2-3 hitters, are on fire. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Everybody clap your hands.
Outfield straight away. The wind has completely died down. Beautiful night here in Idaho Falls. Game time temp was 90. That pitch high, and it's 1-2. Expect a high tomorrow of 93 here in Idaho Falls. 1-2 pitch. Steve takes it low, and the count is 2-2. Well, as more fans have come through the gates here at Melaleuca. You can't say turnstiles. We don't have turnstiles here at the ballpark. 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss, and Barmaken strikes out. That's the third strikeout in a row by Kenny Surwa. He struck out Callahan and Thomas to end the second. He strikes out Barmaken to start the third, and it brings up Jose Reyes.
Second baseman, Jose Correa.
Jose infield single his first time up. Reyes bats from the left side. Surwa into the windup. The pitch is chopped foul first baseline. 0-1 the count. Tomorrow night is D.L. Evans night and Remax Prestige night. Then Thursday it's baseball giveaway night here at the ballpark. The count 0-1 on Reyes with one out, nobody on base. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 the count. Reyes crouches down. Trying to shrink the strike zone. Ground ball again, a foul ball first base side. That'll be Caden White who picks it up. Home plate umpire Eric Martinez gets his mini vac out and wipes off the plate. Not really, it's got a little broom, but it could be a mini vac. 0-2, Surwa into the windup. The pitch to Reyes takes it outside, 1-2.
Could you imagine if an umpire actually brought out a mini vac to
I would love it.
home plate?
I think that would be great. The 1-2 pitch, Reyes takes it low, ball 2. Now this goes way back, but some 60 years ago, I was in Kansas City to watch the Athletics play, and they had Bugs Bunny come up from the behind the home plate to give the umpires new baseballs. This was 60 years ago, and that was an idea that Charlie Finley came up with. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, slow roller to the shortstop, fielded, the throw in timeout number 2. I mean, think how ahead of the time that was. Home plate umpire needed new baseballs right behind home plate. Bugs Bunny would pop up with a little bag of baseballs, and the umpire would refreshen his supply, and Bugs would go back down under the dirt.
It's quite creative.
It was. Back in the 60s. Then, of course, Charlie Finley had a donkey that ate grass outside the right field fence. And the donkey's name was Charlie O, of course. Pitched down low, 1-0. Yeah, they just let him graze out in right field. There was a open area behind the right field fence, and yep, the donkey just ate grass and had a Charlie O uniform on. There's a high pop-up, right field. Cruz Taylor comes in. He'll make the catch, and 3 up, 3 down. The Chukars go down quietly here in the third inning. We played 3, 2 for the Chukars and 2 for the Mustangs.
Besides Melaleuca.
Mustangs to face off against Jake. 60 on Jake. Through 3 runs, 2 strike. Logan Bender, Cartier, our pregame show guest, and many, many more.
A couple of years ago,
Jacob for the fourth. Klein got it out to third. Last time out, that was Stroop over at third base. Mainly since, let's say around moved to the first half, Billy Gardner Jr. moved Stroop to first, and he's played pretty good over at first. He struggled at third in the first half, but so far in the ball game, he's looked solid over at the hot corner. First offering to Klein is swung on and missed. Strike one. Count 0-1. It was the breaking ball at 77. Binder's now thrown 39 strikes. So 39 strikes to 61 pitches in the ball game. Here's a foul ball. Go back of home plate towards the Billings dugout. Count quickly 0-2 on Jacob Klein. Binder set. Kick of the leg, the 0-2. That'll skip in the dirt, and the count goes to 1-2 on the Billings second baseman Jacob Klein. It's one of the top batters in this lineup, as John mentioned earlier in the ballgame. 347 on the year with 6 home runs and 25 RBI. Binder gets his sign, the 1-2. There's a ground ball gobbled up by Seth Strong. He'll race over and make the play at first. The unassisted play from Seth Strong, who's looked pretty good over at first base. Only the third time we've seen Seth Strong at first. He subbed in at first base when Tyler Kelly was pulled from the ball game after running into the foul wall in Boise. Strong's looked good over at first base.
quick scoring pass along. Colorado 12, St. Louis Cardinals nothing. Fourth inning. Just thought I would throw that in there.
Here's Brian Pereira. He lined out right to Jose Reyes at second. His last time up, he takes the first pitch low in the dirt. It's 1-0. 12-0. What inning is it in, John?
The fourth.
Oh, wow. 1-0 from Binder is a ground ball, foul ball right towards the Chukar dugout. Count goes to 1-1 on Pereira. Bats on the left side. 6'4", 230. 26 years old. 1-1. Here's a high fly ball going into foul territory, third base side. It'll be Stroop with the read. He makes the snag for the second out. So Pereira will foul out towards Stroop. They'll bring up the 9-hole hitter. That's Jordan Barth. Last time up, Barth in a 2-out double off the right field wall. They'll ground this one. It'll nice play by Callahan. Throw over to first on the shallow left field, but it's not going to be in time. A diving effort there by Eric Callahan to try and make the snag. The throw from the edge of the outfield grass is going to be a tough play nonetheless. Doesn't get back to first in time, so it'll be an infield single for Jordan Barth.
Nice play to get to the ball by Eric Callahan. Ball was hit hard and in the hole.
Turn the lineup up to Cruz Taylor. He drew a walk his first time up, scored a run, then grounded out to Seth Strong, unassisted at first base. Taylor top of the batting lineup. Batting from the left side. Well, Jordan Barth over at first. There he goes. The pitch is grounded over towards Jose Reyes. Gobbles throw to the first. It's in time. So Barth, a 2-out infield single. Chukars strand him over at first. We go to the bottom of the fourth, so a tied-up ball game, 2-2 your score. You're listening to Chukars Baseball on KSPZ. Back on the mound for the Mustangs. For the Chukars, it'll be Hunter Hiskey, Seth Strong, and Brendan Hewitt.
Sura has retired the last 6 Chukars he's faced. Hewitt reached on the error back to start the second, and since then, 6 up, 6 down, including 3 strikeouts for this talented right-hander out of Chicago, Illinois.
Also kept the Chukars off the hit column. Last hit he allowed was the RBI double from Hunter Hiskey that was roped on the right field line. So Serwa looking pretty good out there on the Melaleuca mound. The warm-up toss is done by Kenny Serwa. Of course, the strength of this Billings team is their pitching. They actually had one of their pitchers get picked up by the Cincinnati Reds. It was John Correa, who went 2 for 2 and 4 with the Mustangs. Also had a pretty solid ERA, around 4.23. He had a no-hit bid earlier this year, took it in through the 6th inning. John Correa, one of the top pitchers of the Billings team, picked up by the Reds.
Oh, good luck to him.
How unique is it, though? But Mustangs were a former Reds affiliate, and he gets picked up by the Reds. Here's Hunter Hiskey. As he mentioned, he roped a double on the right field line, his 24th double on the season, and his 69th RBI as well. The wind up from Serwa, and the first offering to Hiskey is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. That gives him sole possession of third place in the doubles race. Ahead of Hiskey is Nick Gatewood of the Missoula Paddleheads and Steve Barmakian, who has 26 on the season. Next offering is a called strike on the outside edge. It's 1-1. It had some velocity to it, 91, which is around the average velocity here in the Pioneer League, around the lower to mid-90s. That's what you often see from pitchers here in the Pioneer League. 1-1 to Hiskey. There's the breaking ball, and it clips the outer edge. Just like that, the count is 1-2. Serwa's up to 48 pitches, and he's been able to attack the zone well, been able to paint the edges with 34 strikes. 1-2. Hiskey lines one off the glove of the shortstop Bart. That'll get in the left center. That's going to be a base hit. It's a line drive off the bat at 94. The shortstop Barth, great effort to try and make the snag, but it gets off his glove. It's a base hit, and that is the first base hit the Chukars have had since the first inning. It'll bring up Seth Strong to the plate. Strong lined out to center his last time up. 0 for 1 the ball game. Batting from the left side is Seth Strong. Where's number 15? First pitch, they called strike outer edge at 0-1. He mentioned, and Seth told me he's very humble, hard-working kind of guy, and it shows in the way he gets to the ball game. He came to every ball game in Boise dressed in khakis, collared shirt, dressed well to play baseball. It's a pickoff attempt over to first. Hiskey able to get back in time. Count 0-1 on Seth Strong. Strong began the year with the Northern Colorado Owls before he went to Bakersfield and toured up in the Pecos League. Next pitch is outside. Count 1 ball, 1 strike on Strong. Hit over 400 in the Pecos League. 60 RBI. He showed his power in his first game here with the solo bomb in his first at-bat. 1-1 pitch, a big swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. On Strong. After hitting the home run, Strong went 0 for 8. In the away series against Boise, managed 2 base hits in Sunday's game. Serwa set, belt high. A wind-up and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Seth Strong on strikes. It is strikeout number 4 for Kenny Serwa. And we'll bring up Brendan Hewitt with 1 out. Hunter Hiskey still at first. Hewitt reached on an error by the first baseman, swiped second base, advanced to third on a throwing error by the catcher, Pereira, and scored on the RBI ground out from Brady West. Sean mentioned Hewitt had a good series in Boise as they pick off throw over to first. Hiskey slides back in. He batted .619 against the Hawks. Saw the ball very well in Boise. Batting average .352 on the year for Hewitt. He bats left and throws left. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. First pitch, a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Hewitt has 1 home run on the season, which he hit back in Kalispell. As he told me, his mom, surprisingly, was in attendance to see his first professional home run. Another pickoff throw by Serwa, and Hiskey slides back. Told me his mom was taking a cross-country trip over there in Montana, and that was the only game she saw him play. And what a game to come to. Count 0-1 on Hewitt, the outfielder out of Spring Lake, New Jersey. 0-1, there goes the runner. Hiskey is a ground ball gobbled up by Serwa. Throw to second, it's in time. Throw over to first, and that'll be a double play. 1 to 4 to 3. That'll end the inning. Chukars get a leadoff single from Hunter Hiskey, but Serwa faces the minimum after getting a 1-4-3 double play. We're through 4 on your Tuesday evening. Still a tied up ball game, 2-2 your score. Listening to Chukars Baseball on KSPZ. For the Mustangs, it'll be Abraham Mao, Jackson Raper, and Gabe Wirtz to face off against Jake Binder, who's looking to be eligible for a decision. Last time Binder worked 5 was in Great Falls on the 20th of July. He earned the win. Right now, it's a tied ball game, so unless Chukars take the lead, Binder will get a no decision, but he has to work through the 5th first. Hiskey completes the throw over to second. Warm toss is done for Jake Binder. who's still trying to work through his way back from an injury. After his start against Missoula, he was off the roster for several weeks. Did a rehab start on the 13th of July where he only worked 2 innings. Spent a couple games in the bullpen before he made his way back to the starting rotation. Here's Abraham Mao. He's been on both times tonight. A single in the first, and he drew a walk in the third and scored. The first pitch is low to Mao. It's 1-0. Binder now up to 70 pitches with 45 for strikes. The 1-0 offering from Jake Binder. That's also low. Count is 2-0. Nobody out on the top of the 5th. It's a strike percentage for Binder of .652. There's a ground ball. Gobbled up by Stroop. Throw over to first. It's high, but comes down just in time to Seth Strong for the first out. Well, there could be trouble at first, but Stroop makes it over to Seth Strong. Throw in time to retire Abraham Mao. 5-3. Here's Jackson Raper. Struck out his first time up and then singled in the third. 1 for 2 is Raper, who bats on the left side. This pitch that's in the dirt. It's 1-0 on Raper, who is second in the league for triples at 6. His teammate Jalen Garcia leaves the Pioneer League with 7 triples. 8 rather. It's a laser, but that's going to be fouled off. Whew, that was a laser off the bat at 104. It's way foul. The first base side, count 1-1. Lights are on here at the Luke as we approach 8:30. Binder the kick and the pitch. There's a high fly ball out towards right field to the wall. That's going to be foul. Hewitt gave it a chase and was 387. If that stayed fair, that would have given the Mustangs the lead. But it is foul, right of the Teton Auto Group foul pole. Count is 1-2 on Jackson Raper. 1 out, bases are empty. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Binder looks into Hiskey, comes set, wind up the 1-2. That's outside, evened up count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zay Reyes playing on the edge of the outfield grass out there at second. 2-2. That's in the dirt, blocked by Hiskey. Count now full 3-2. Binder's walked 3. On the verge of issuing his 4th. On deck for the Mustangs is Gabe Wirtz. Binder, the windup, the payoff pitch, it's fouled off. That'll be parking lot bound. Count remains full. 6 pitches is at bat. This next pitch will be the 7th. Binder now up to 78 pitches. Trying to work his way through the 5th. Binder versus Jackson Raper. Payoff pitch once more. It's high and outside, ball 4. 4th walk issued by Jake Binder. It's the second time Jackson Raper has reached in the ballgame. That'll put the go-ahead run on at first base for the Mustangs for Gabe Wirtz. Wirtz tonight, a sac fly to center, and he drew a walk in the 3rd. Wirtz is tied with Dusty Stroop and Jesus Valdez in the home run race in 3rd. In the Pioneer League, of course, Jason Newman has just been on a tear. He just broke the record with 27 home runs. First pitch to Wirtz, that's fouled back. Count 0-1 on the Billings left fielder. One out, and the runner at first, that's Jackson Raper. Held by Seth Strong. 0-1, that's low in the dirt. A little bit away from Hiskey, but he comes able to get it. Count evened up 1-1. Raper on the bases this season has no stolen base. Of course, it's a team that has not stolen many bases. Only stolen 36 bases this season. Binder set at the chest, nods his head. There's the 1-1. That is low in the dirt. Count 2-1. Compared to the Chukars have stolen 106 bases this season. Go ahead, run at first base. With one out in the top of the fifth inning. Tied up ball game 2-2. Binder, the 2-1. There's a liner out to right center that'll be a base hit. Damari Thomas will race down and glove it. Raper will go over to third. And that'll put up runners at the corners for Andrew Fernandez. A single to right center for Gabe Wirtz. And now the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away at third base. Here's Andrew Fernandez, single in the first, and he got into a double play his last time up. Runners at the corners, go-ahead run is 90 feet away. One out. First pitch to Fernandez is fouled back, count 0-1. Bullpen will now activate for the Chukars. A right-hander beginning to toss. Count 0-1 on. Binder, who'd love to have a double play to get out of the fifth. The 0-1 is a ground ball, foul ball. Roll over out towards the Billings dugout on the third base side. Count 0-2. On Fernandez. Binder at the logo. Nods his head. Here comes the 0-2. It's a good ground ball, foul ball, third base side. That's 3 straight foul-offs this at bat. For Fernandez, this is his 12th start of the season, his 6th in the 5-hole spot for the Mustangs. Count is 0-2. Runners at the corners. 0-2 offering, it's high. And outside 1-2. True, the right-hander is throwing in the bullpen for the Chukars. Looks to be Logan Bender. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Fernandez. The 1-2, it's going to be a throw on the one hop by Reyes. Throw to second in time, back to first, and he is safe. Reyes fields the ground ball in the one hop. They get the force out at second. The relay to first not in time. The run from third does score. So it'll be an RBI fielder's choice for Fernandez, and it gives Billings the lead 3-2. Or it's out 4-6. Fernandez on it first. Here's Jalen Garcia, who has struck out twice in the ball game. He's 0 for 2. A pickoff throw over to first base. And the runner, that is Fernandez, able to get back in time. Fernandez, no stolen bases on the season for the Billings DH. First offering to Garcia is on and missed. It's 0-1. Garcia has struck out twice in the ball game. He is third in the Pioneer League in strikeouts. He has struck out coming to the contest 73 times. Make it 75 with the 2 strikeouts tonight. Tying up Alex Jackson of the Northern Colorado Owls. Here comes and there goes the runner. The throw to second. They've got him. They've got him. Hunter Hiskey catches. Fernandez stealing 2-4. And that will end the top of the 5th. The Mustangs take the lead on a RBI fielder's choice from Andrew Fernandez. 3-2 your score. We go to the bottom of the 5th listening to Chukars Baseball on KSPZ. Peace. A game against the Vibes in that series. He struggled in the month of July. He batted .214 last month. Of course, every day is a new day at the ballpark. He's looking to put these struggles behind him. I think on the left side, West in the ball game. He has an RBI. He's 0 for 1. He was an RBI groundout that scored Brendan Hewitt. First offering is a called strike. Outside edge painted by Sowa at 90. It's a good-looking fastball. Had some nice life to it. Count is 0-1 on Brady. The Sowa pitch is low. It's 1-1. West is the DH for the Chukars. 55 RBI on the season after the ground out earlier. And 6 home runs. He has not homered yet in the second half of the season. So obscures his face with the glove, comes set, kicks the leg, 1-1. There's the pitches inside, it's 2-1. Sowa up to 58 pitches in the ball game. He's attacked the strike zone well, been able to attack the edges and the corners. 41 pitches have been called for a strike. West ahead in the count, 2-1. Wind up, and the offering from Kenny Sowa is fouled back. Count evened up on Brady West, 2-2. West born in Rockford, Illinois, but resides in Greenville, South Carolina. Too far away from Greenville is Clemson University. It's about a 30-minute drive. The 2-2 from Sowa. That's low. And the count now full on Brady West, 3-2. Walk would bring the tying run on for the Chukars. and they're down 3-2. Plenty of baseball left here at Melaleuca Field on this Tuesday evening. Serwa, windup, payoff pitch, and it's a called strike 3 on the outside edge. West thought it was ball 4. He can't believe the call, but he is rung up, looking. 5th strikeout for Serwa. Eventually has been able to attack the zone well, and it's the breaking ball at 81 that clipped the outside edge and gets West looking. Here's Callahan, a strikeout victim of Serwa his last time up. He's 0 for 1.
Actually, it's good to be back at the ballpark.
It is. I really missed being back in the booth with you. I had some sickness in Great Falls and had to rest up the voice when the last time we were here, so feels great to be back in the booth with you, John.
You know what else I miss?
What's that?
The kettle corn from High Country Kettle Corn. The best around, folks. If you haven't tried it, you gotta get a bag of the kettle corn here at Melaleuca Field, courtesy of Mike and the crew at High Country Kettle Corn.
Can confirm it's quite fantastic. Callahan has won those. First pitch was low. Servo the wind-up. Check swing from Callahan, but the pitch finds the zone, comes over the plate at 81. It's 1-1 on Eric. He's batting .257 on the season. The Chukar shortstop, he's played a couple games at third base, has Callahan. He's out of Columbus, Ohio. 1-1 offering from Serwa is lifted foul. That's parking lot bound. Count quickly 1-2 on Callahan. Commonly in the Chukar clubhouse, they'll call him not Eric, but E. Count is 1-2 on the Chukar shortstop. 1 out, and the bases are empty. Serwa the kick and the 1-2. That's fouled back. And the count will remain that way, 1-2. 5 home runs in the year for Eric. As he began the year in style, third game of the season, he had 6 RBI and a grand slam, did Eric Callahan. Saw Eric earlier in the clubhouse playing cards. It's him and that's just way of saying calm before a ball game. 1-2, that's the breaking ball way inside. Count is 2-2 on Eric. Damani Thomas on deck for the Chukars. 1 out, base is empty. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Billings leads 3-2. 2-2. It's a ground ball, field on the 2-hopper by the shortstop Barth. Throw to first, that's in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down. We'll bring up Damani Thomas. Thomas, a strikeout victim of Kenny Serwa. He's 0 for 1. 0 for 2 batting-wise for the Chukars. Looking for that first professional hit. Thomas spent last year at the Johnson City Doughboys after he graduated from Edward Waters College over in Florida. It's a switch hitter batting on the left side against Serwa. First pitch, it's fouled off, 0-1. With Edward Waters College, Damani was selected the HBCU All-Stars game. Had a quite successful senior season last year at Edward Waters College, batting over 300 for the Tigers. Serwa the 0-1. That is inside to Damani. 1-1. So played at Alabama A&M. He's 24 years old. Out of Zellwood, Florida, not too far away from Orlando. 1-1 pitch. Damani takes it. It's inside for a ball. 2-1 the count on Thomas. He has scored a run. It was in a pinch hitting appearance back in the series against Boise. A two-sport athlete in high school. 2-1 pitch. Damani lifts this one foul out of play. Count is 2-2. And looks like we got some kettle corn. How tasty is the kettle corn here at the ballpark? Count is 2-2 on Damani Thomas. 2 outs, base is empty. If Damani reaches, it would bring up the top of the bag lineup in Steve Barmakian. Serwa kicks, fires the 2-2. That is inside, and the count is now full on Damani Thomas, 3-2. Love to see Damani get on base so you can see the base running speed of Damani Thomas. Serwa, payoff pitch. It's a ground ball. It'll be gobbled up by the first baseman. Throw over to first by the pitcher. That is in time. So the Chukars go down in order. 1-2-3. Damani Thomas is retired 3-1. We're through 5 on your Tuesday evening. Logan Bender will come into the ball game for the Chukars when we come back. Billings leads 3-2. Listening to Chukars baseball on KSPZ.
Walk 4, he struck out 4. Can't win the game, and hopefully he won't be the loser if the Chukars can come back.
Bender on the season for the Chukars. This will be the 17th appearance out of the Chukar bullpen for Logan. 1 win, no losses, 16 innings pitched. He has struck out 19, walked 14. He has an ERA of 4.96. He's out of Dunn, North Carolina. He pitched before the Chukars with the Gateway Grizzlies, was picked up as a free agent. Before that, he was the Big South Freshman of the Year in 2018. Went to Catawba Community College, had an 0.78 ERA, and directly looked there for Logan, but then he ran into injury problems at NC State over in Raleigh, where the innings got away from him. And he was trying to figure out what he wanted to do next. He was told, go the independent ball. It's much better now. So he has gone the independent route. Began the year in the Frontier League, and now he is in the Pioneer League. Taking over on the mound for the Chukars. He's been the setup man at times in the 8th. Also utilized to get the Chukars out of a jam. Bender will face off against Jalen Garcia, Jacob Klein, and Brian Pereira here in the top of the 6th inning. Garcia has struck out twice in the ballgame. So from binder to Bender here on the mound. First offering from Bender is ground ball fielded on the 1-hop by Callahan. Throw over to first. It's scooped out of the dirt. Nice play by Seth Strong. Well, he reached out to make sure he secured it. I say, Seth Strong's looking really good over at first base. He's played quite well this game. Here is Jacob Klein. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to third his first time up. Then in the 4th, he grounded out to Strong at first, unassisted. Bender knows a cut, fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and a slider. The slider is his best pitch. A lot of rotation on that pitch. Here's a first offering outside, 1-0. I was talking to Matthew, our TrackMan operator. He told me when he first saw Bender's slider that a slider with RPMs over nearly 3,000 is unusual for a slider. It's the 1-0 pitch. That's outside at 90. Count 2-0 on Klein. One out. Bases are empty here in the top of the sixth. Chukars down by a run, so plenty of opportunities, plenty of baseball left to be played here. Got to hopefully bullpen to buckle down and keep the score as is. Bender at the belt. Wind up, and the 2-0 is swung on and missed. There was that slider. That looks just nasty out of the arm of Logan Bender. Finds the zone and gets Klein to swing. Count 2-1. 2-1 offering. It's swung on and missed once again. Another slider, this time one more on the outside edge of the plate. Count evened up 2-2. Mentioned Bender has struck out 19, walked 14 in his time with the Chukars. At the belt once again is Bender. 2-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. 3 straight sliders get Jacob Klein. It's the first K for Bender, excuse me. 2 down, and here's Brian Pereira. He's 0 for 2. A line out to second and a foul out to Dusty Stroop, who made the catch in foul territory. Bases are empty with 2 outs. Opposing batters are hitting .265 against Logan Bender. In what is now 17 innings of work for Logan that's being picked up by the Chukars. First offering to Pereira, swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bender's attacking the strike zone early. 7 pitches, 5 strikes. Quickly the count 0-1 on Pereira. The offering next from Logan. That's low in the dirt. It's 1-1. Brian Pereira, the catcher, out of Annapolis, Maryland, home of the United States Naval Academy. He bats left and throws right, 26 years old. There's the 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike at the knees. It's 1-2. Another good-looking pitch from under that Buckles Pereira. The count is quickly 1-2. Chukars in the bottom of the 6th. They'll have Barmakian, Reyes, and Stroop. Only down by a run. 1-2 from Logan. It is inside. Count evened up 2-2. 2 outs on the Billings' 8th hitter in the lineup. Jordan Barth on deck if this inning goes any further. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 3-2 the score. Plenty of baseball to go. Bender versus Pereira. The kick and the pitch. 2-2, that's inside, and the count now full 3-2. Bender trying to come back to the zone. Count is full on Pereira. Bender at the belt. The payoff pitch is a called strike 3, looking at the knees. Second straight strikeout for Logan Bender, who causes a 1-2-3 frame coming out of the bullpen for Jake Binder. We go bottom of the 6th. Chucks count the bats next. They're down 3-2. You're listening to Chukars Baseball on KSPZ. attack the edges quite well. Serwa still doing his warm-up tosses for the Mustangs, who are 8-10 coming into the ball game. 3 games back of the Chukars, who are first place in the North Division standings. Paddleheads and Warriors a game back, a 10-8 record. And Glacier 4 games back and having a good series against the Mustangs in Kalispell. So really, North Division could be anyone's game. Here's Steve Barmakian. Barmakian single in the first, scored a run on a Hunter Hiskey double, and struck out in the third. Makian extended his hit streak to 14 games earlier with that single. And he's really had a good season so far. They're struggling in the month of early in the season. He batted .222 in the month of May. In August so far, he's batting .385. 8 RBI this month for making ground. Bounces this one over towards the shortstop. Throw over to first. That's not going to be in time. It's a bouncing ground ball. Field only one hop by the shortstop, who was in shallow on the edge of the outfield grass. Throw was going to be a tough play. It'll be an infield single for Barmakian, his second hit of the game. It'll bring up Jose Reyes. He's 1 for 2. Single in the first. And he grounded it out to the shortstop in the third. They're a left-handed batter to face off against Kenny Serwa. Barmakian off at first, held by Abraham Mao. Pickoff throw over to first, and Barmakian dives back in time. On the bases, there's been 12 stealing attempts by Barmakian, successful 9 times. So 9 stolen baggers for Barmakian this season. Just offering to Reyes. It's outside to Jose. 1-0. Reyes is 5'9", 165 out of Esperanza in the Dominican Republic. Only player from the DR on the Chukars. Count is 1-0, nobody out, and Barmakian over at first. 1-0 pitch. And they grew a balk. So a balk will take the tying run, and Steve Barmakian over to second. And out comes Jim Riggleman, Billings manager, to talk with home plate umpire Eric Martinez over the balk call. Again, explanation on the call, and a little step back to the dugout. Conversation over. So a balk advances Steve Barmakian to second. The tying run is now in scoring position. Third baseman Jackson Raper is playing in closer towards the infield grass. No outs. Count 1-0 on Reyes. The pickoff throw over to second, and Barmakian slides back in head first just in time. He'll dirty up the jersey. Be more laundry work for our clubhouse manager, Justin McCarty. And the game is over. Check on the runner at second from Serwa. That's Barmakian. 1-0 pitch. That's fouled off the. Might have gotten Reyes in the foot. Possibly. Count 1-0. 1-1 on Reyes. The Chukar second baseman tonight with the injury of Tyler Kelly. With Kelly in the lineup, Reyes normally plays the hot corner at third. He's been a good third baseman over there. But with the injury of Tyler Kelly, he's over at second base. Serwa at the belt. No check on the runner. There's the 1-1. Lifted over the glove of the shortstop, Barth. Barmakian will go to third, and Billy Gardner Jr. will put the stop sign up. A little flare over the shortstop. Another single for Reyes. It does the trick. The tying run is now 90 feet away at third base. And here's Dusty Stroop, the team leader in RBI. That's the guy you want up in the situation. Runners at the corners at first and third. Stroop on the year, 73 RBI, which is good for third in the Pioneer League. Stroop in the ballgame is 0 for 2, however. Just offering from Sowa. Big swing and a miss on the 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Count 0-1, nobody out. In this bottom of the 6th inning. Chukars trying to tie the ball game up a second time. 0-1 to Stroop. Oh, they got Reyes napping, throw over to first, and he's back in time. Reyes was way off of first on the swing and a miss from Stroop. It's 0-2. The catcher Pereira out the crouch, makes the throw over to first. Tag not in time. The throw was also high to the first baseman Mao. So Reyes stays alive. Count is 0-2 on Dusty Stroop and nobody out. Serwa at the belt. The windup and the 0-2, swing and a miss, down goes Stroop on strikes. I think that's strikeout number 6 for Kenny Serwa. Here's Hunter Hiskey. Bullpen for the Mustangs will activate with a left-hander beginning to toss for the Mustangs. Here's Hunter Hiskey, 2 for 2, a double, a single, and an RBI. It is Darian Reagans warming up in the pen for the Mustangs. Another pickoff throw over to first. Reyes able to get back. Another perfect guy just to have up the cleanup man. That's Hunter Hiskey. 2 for 2, an RBI and a double. That tied it up in the bottom of the first. Just offering to Hiskey is going to go right to the pitcher, throw to second's in time. The relay to first, now that's in time. Hiskey ground into double play. It is 1-4-3. That'll end the inning. Barmakian left stranded. We go to the top of the 7th. Billings still leads 3-2. You're listening to Chukars Baseball on KSPZ.
Falls roughing up the Range Riders of Glacier 12-3. Missoula 4, Boise 3. And it's Ogden over Rocky Mountain 8-3. If the Chukars don't come back, Great Falls wins, Missoula wins. We have a three-way tie for first place. But the Chukars still have 3 at-bats to make up the 1-run deficit. Barth tonight is 2 for 2, the number 9 hitter in the order. He doubled in the second, and he singled in the fourth. And he tries to lay that on bunt. It goes foul. Chukars with 6 hits, but 6 hits by 3 players. That's it. 2 for Barmakian, 2 for Reyes, and 2 for Hiskey. Everybody else in the Chukars batting order 0 for tonight. Well-pitched ball game. Jake Binder pitched well. Kenny Searle has been lights out for the Mustangs. I think his night is over. Who knows, maybe not. Pitch inside, and the count is 1-1. Searle did go 7 innings in one contest this season. Count on Barth is 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan Barth out of Cold Spring, Minnesota. Ground ball, dribble to the pitcher, Binder. No, that's Bender, and it's out number 1. You got Logan Binder, you got Jake Binder. We got another guy named Binder that spelled it like Bender.
It was Dallas Binder. After the Chukars, he spent some time with the Rocky Mountain Vibes. I remember when Binder first met Bender on the bus ride to Missoula. Binder said, "What's your name?" Logan Bender. He said, and Binder said, "Oh my goodness, not another one."
1 up, 1 down. We go to the top of the order for Cruz Taylor. He is 0 for 2. Did walk and score the first run of the ball game. That was back in the first inning. Left-handed hitter is Taylor. Takes the Logan Bender pitch for a called strike 1. Billings with 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fifth. Chukars 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Chukars not scored since the second frame, as Kenny Searle has been as good as advertised. When we talked about his earned run average of 2.33, a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2 as Logan Bender continues to throw that cutter, and he's ahead in the count 0-2. One out, nobody on base. We're in the top of the 7th. That pitch comes inside, 1-2. Taylor played 5 years at North Georgia College. Hit .315 with 58 home runs in his college career. Here this season he has 12, and he's the leadoff hitter. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2 the count. The Mustangs have hit 77 long balls. The Chukars have hit 68. Doubles, how about Idaho Falls 188, Billings 118. And the Mustangs have hit more triples than the Chukars have. 2-2 the count on Cruz Taylor. He hits the ball the opposite way. That'll be a base hit down the left field line. Coming over is Barmakian. It'll be a 1-out single. Hit number 7 for the Mustangs. A 1-out single. And it brings up Abraham Mao, who is 1 for 2. 1,745 in attendance tonight. 1,745 here at Melaleuca Field. The Mustang defense has turned 3 double plays. The Chukar defense did turn 1 DP back in the 3rd, but boy, another one here, and would get to the bottom of the 7th inning with Strong, Hewitt, and West due up. And I think a new pitcher coming in. And that is good news if we can get Kenny Searle out of the game. Quick toss to first. Taylor back standing up. Second in the team with stolen bases. He has 6. He's been caught 2 times. Garcia is the leader on this team with a perfect 12 for 12 stealing bases, but The Chukars have kept him off the bases tonight. He's 0 for 3. First pitch to Mao is down low and outside in the dirt. Ball 1-0. Now Logan steps off the mound and takes a walk behind the mound and gets back on top. A 1-0 the count on the batter. Runner at first base with 1 out. And another throw to first base, and again Taylor's back standing up. Mustangs 3, Chukars 2. First of 6 games with Billings this week. The 1-0 pitch, that's way outside. Ball 2, 2-0. Again, Bender takes a stroll behind the mound. He goes to the first base side of the mound and climbs back on top. Taylor, the runner at first base. We have a 1-run ball game. Chukars on the short end of a 3-2 score. There's a ground ball, foul ball, and the count now 2-1. Tomorrow night, Jack DeCenzo on the mound for the Chukars, facing Patrick Maybach. The scheduled pitchers for Game 2 of this 6-game series. Taylor with an extended lead at first base.
That's a very big lead over there at first.
2-1 pitch, breaking ball for a called strike, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both bullpens quiet here in the top of the 7th. Don't be shocked if Taylor goes on this 2-2 pitch. Nope, not going. Fly ball center field. Damani Thomas comes in, makes the squeeze for out number 2. That'll bring up Jackson Raper, who is 1 for 2 in the ballgame, a strikeout, a single, and a walk. And he scored that 3rd run back in the 5th inning.
Number 14, fifth baseman, Jackson Raper.
He scored on a fielder's choice by Fernandez. So there's 2 outs. Taylor still at first base. Bender comes set at the belt. There goes the runner. Ball is hit back to Logan. He's going to field. He'll make the throw for out number 3. So 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen for Logan Bender. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch at Melaleuca. Chukars down 3-2. around 480 for Bakersfield, the train robbers, and then was released. I don't get that. Left-handed hitter against the righty, Kenny Surwa, who has not walked a batter. He has struck out 6 and has given up just 6 hits. First pitch to Strong, the fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. 1,745 came to the ballpark tonight. Ball hit to the first baseman, fielded by the first baseman, Mao. He makes the throw. Ooh. The pitcher nearly missed the bag, but he finally toe-tapped it for out number 1. Well, Seth hit it hard, one hopper to the first baseman, Abraham Mao, for out number 1. Now here's Brendan Hewitt. He reached on an error, stole second, went to third on the throw to second, and scored on a Brady West fielder's choice or ground out. And that's the last run those Chukars were scored. That was way back in inning number 2. By the way, Searle right around 85 pitches, so he's been very efficient tonight. Oh, this kid's been good.
Very good, very good. When he misses, he doesn't miss by much, too, so he's been able to really get those edges, get those corners for called strikes, and even misses, you know, he'll attack it, and
this ball's going to be a gap shot. That'll be a base hit. Cutting it off is Wirtz, and Hewitt is going to second. Here's the throw, not in time. Brendan Hewitt with a one-out double, his 15th of the year. And the Chukars have the tying run in scoring position for Brady West, who has grounded out and struck out.
How good it would feel for West if he was able to get the tying run to come in. He's been through a slump as of the past couple of weeks.
Big RBI opportunity for Brady. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it right into the Chukars dugout. 0-1 the count. One out, one on. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Chukars down 3-2. Have a chance to tie it up right here. The Billings defense has been tough. This pitch outside, 1-1. In the 6th inning, the Chukars had runners at first and second, or actually first and third with nobody out, and they didn't score. As the Chukars hit into their 3rd double play of the ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Brady West. Surwa kicks. This ball is hit long and strong. Is it gone? No, it's going to be caught on the warning track. Tagging and going to third is Hewitt, but there are now 2 outs. Brady just got under that one. Now the Chukars could use a wild pitch or a pass ball or something, a balk, but Kenny Surwa has been just under control the entire game. Here's Eric Callahan. He's 0 for 2.
It's a tough pitch to hit, too, for West. It was a pitch inside at 90. Hit it high, and it looked good off the bat, but it was slow at 86, and now it's going to be a playable ball for Cruz Taylor out in right field.
Yep, just got under it, did Brady. Callahan 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Chukars need a 2-out base knock here. The tying run at third base. The pitch to Callahan. Going to be just foul down the third baseline. Just foul by about maybe a foot. Count 0-1 on Eric. Callahan with 14 doubles, 4 triples, and 5 home runs. 2 of those grand slams early in the season. Callahan batting 8th, has 45 RBI on the year. Looking for number 46 right here. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Surwa goes with a full windup with a runner at third. Chukars have not had a lot of base runners tonight. Again, no walks by this right-hander. He's given up 7 hits. The 1-1 pitch to Callahan. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. Fastball at 92, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Callahan down in the count. On deck is Damani Thomas. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sarah nods his approval of the sign. And the pitch, Callahan checked it. And they say he went around the first base umpire on the appeal. Wow. So Callahan strikes out with the runner at third base. No runs on a hit, no errors. Chukars leave 1. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It's still Billings 3 and Idaho Falls 2.
Are you ready to take care of the important things?
Bender, who went 2 innings, gave up a hit, no runs, did not walk a batter, and he struck out 2. McGinnis making his 31st appearance this season. Has a record of 2-1, earned her an average of 5.40. And he will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Billings Mustangs. I think Keegan on Sunday went through a couple of hitless innings.
He did. It was taking over for Joe Slocum. He went 2 innings, no hits, no walks, and he struck out a batter. It was a really good inning for Keegan, who had some issues in the home portion of the 6-game series. So, good way to get the mood back up, get your mojo back up. 2 innings, hitless baseball.
And hopefully he can do it again tonight. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Billings. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Idaho Falls. Well, just the Pioneer League's top pitching staff against the Pioneer League's top hitting team, and so far the pitching has 1 out. This is Gabe Wirtz. He is 1 for 1. Sack, fly, RBI in the first. He walked in the third and singled in the 5th. So Keegan McGinnis on to face Wirtz, Fernandez, and Garcia. 37 innings worked for Keegan. He has struck out 45 and walked 19. Righty-righty matchup. The first pitch from Keegan is a ball that's fouled back. Count 0-1. Slider that time by Big Mac. There's the 0-1 pitch to Wirtz. That one hangs a little bit high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The Chukars are stranded just 3 men on base tonight. Basically, they haven't had any free bases, except for the error by first baseman Mao. 1-1 pitch. That one's inside and high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Chukars need a shutout frame here in the top of the 8th. Pitch from McGinnis, foul back, 2-2. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. In the bottom of the eighth, it'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for Idaho Falls. Billings scored the go-ahead run in the 5th inning on a fielder's choice. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball, that'll be a base hit up the middle. So Wirtz has his second hit of the ball game. And it brings up Andrew Fernandez.
And batting, number 26, the designated hitter, Andrew Fernandez.
A lefty warming up, but that's not Reagan's, who was warming up earlier. Wirtz has attempted only 3 stolen bases this year. Been successful twice. The pitch is a swing and a miss by Andrew Fernandez, who is 1 for 3. The Mustangs closer is Al Pesto with 6 saves. Next pitch, high, 1-1. Although I don't see Pesto on the roster anymore, so I guess he's gone bye-bye from Billings. 1-1 the count. Runner at first, ground ball, past Stroop, past Callahan into left field. A seeing-eye single by Fernandez, and first 2 batters reach on base hits here in the top of the 8th. Second hit for Fernandez in the ball game, hit number 9 for the Mustangs. Now the Chukars are in a bit of a jam. 2 on. Nobody out for Jalen Garcia, who is second on the team in hits and batting average. Tonight he's 0 for 3.
And batting, number 9, center fielder, Jalen Garcia.
Time for the Chukars to turn 2. McGinnis checks the runner at second. That's Wirtz. Here's a bunt, but it's bunted foul. So Garcia trying to move the runners up with nobody out. Third baseman Stroop now comes in on the grass, as does the first baseman Seth Strong. Middle infielders playing their usual position with nobody out and 2 runners on. The 0-1 pitch lifted high, looks like it's going to reach foul territory. Giving chase is Hewitt, and it is going to be a foul, and it's 0-2. Wirtz single to center. Fernandez has seen-eye single to left. 0-2 the count on Jalen Garcia. Swing, and was it a foul tip? It was, and it not held on, so Garcia will get another crack at it. Just off the mid of the catcher, Hunter Hiskey. Understand Hunter's sister-in-law is in town, or Hunter's sister, either way. Mr. and Mrs. Hiskey, both named Hunter. We've mentioned that 1,000 times this year. 0-2, low and away, 1-2. McGinnis tried to get Garcia to go for one that was out of the zone, but Garcia, no bite. Keegan comes set. No check of the runner. The 1-2 pitch, foul back.
That foul went straight back. Let's keep your back straight. Go to the home of the Back Saver mattress.
1-2 strikes on the center fielder, Garcia, with Wirtz at second and Fernandez at first. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's going to be one out, but the runners move up on the wild pitch. So Garcia strikes out swinging. One out. But now two runners in scoring position for Jacob Klein. Klein tonight 0 for 3. Jim Riggleman comes out and is going to have a pinch hitter. It'll be Jordan Hovey. So Jordan Hovey will pinch hit for Jacob Klein. See what Hovey has done this year. Batting .261 with 4 home runs and 21 RBI. Checker infield comes in. They can ill afford another run to be scored. So Checker's hoping for a hard hit ball at one of the infielders, or better yet, a strikeout. The double play is no longer in reality. Pitch called, strike one on Jordan Hovey. Klein was 0 for 3 when he got the hook. 0-1 pitch. Ooh, looked good. Must have been inside at 92 miles per hour. That'll even out the count. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. 2 big runners in scoring position for the Mustangs. We are late in the game, top of 8. Next pitch, called, strike 2. Now McGinnis ahead in the count. Brian Pereira on deck for Billings. Well, Keegan struck out Garcia, trying to strike out the pinch hitter Hovey right here. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Hiskey has to make the throw to first base in time, and that is out number 2. And 1 more out for the Chukars to get out of this jam. That's 8 strikeouts by the Chukker pitchers tonight. Pereira is 0 for 4. He's lined out to second, fouled out to third, and he struck out looking his last time up. Pereira batting .263, 15 doubles, 6 home runs, 26 RBI. Infielders move back to their normal positions with 2 outs here in the 8th. Pitch called, strike 1.
Beautiful looking pitch from Keegan McGinnis. The breaking ball at 82 clips the zone.
If the Chuckers can get out of this jam, boy, hopefully the momentum carries over to the bottom of the 8th. The 0-1 pitch, low, 1-1. And 1 base hit by Pereira right here could make this game perhaps over. It would give the Mustangs a 3-run lead, but let's hope McGinnis gets Pereira. The count 1-1. Pitch on the way. Low ball 2. First base is open. The number 9 hitter's on deck, but he's 2 for 3 tonight. That's Jordan Barth. Let's see Barth in the 9th. McGinnis set at the belt. The 2-1 pitch. That's outside, ball 3. Fans didn't like it, but I thought that was a good call. Hunter tried to help him out as he brought his glove back in the zone, but I thought it was outside, and now it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is going to be a breaking ball for a called strike, and it's full 3-2. That was a beautiful pitch by McGinnis. Pereira started to go to first base, but he was trying to maybe fool the home plate umpire. By the way, home plate umpire Eric Martinez has been darn good tonight, I think.
He has. The strike zone's been consistent. That's the one thing I think everyone can ask for, is a consistent strike zone from the home base.
Big pitch here. 3-2. Call, strike 3. McGinnis strikes out 3 in a row. And Pereira chatting with the home plate umpire Martinez. So the Chukars get out of the inning. 3 straight strikeouts by Keegan McGinnis. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still Billings 3 and Idaho Falls 2. And 1 loss. He'll face, a pinch hitter, DeBonville will pinch hit for Damani Thomas. DeBonville went DeBomb twice Sunday in Boise.
It's a grand slam in the second, then he hit a 2-run bomb to right. Finished 2 for 5, those 2 home runs and 6 RBI.
3-2 the score. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Left-handed pitcher facing the righty Thomas DeBonville. Debo at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, and that'll reach foul territory. Debo batting .309 in 13 games. 3 doubles, 2 home runs, and 14 RBI. Right-handed hitter against the lefty, Bo Bovalon. That pitch high, 1-1. One the count. That pitch high, 2 balls and a strike. Chukars need a base runner. Bovalon pitched 4 years at Central Oklahoma, had a 2.94 earned run average. That one is way outside, and it's 3-1 to Bonneville. "23 innings of work for this lefty. He's struck out 29, and he's walked only 3. So great numbers for this lefty, but he's down in the count 3-1 to DeBonville. Barmakian on deck. Chukars down 3-2. They have not scored since the second inning. 3-1 pitch. That's, call it a strike on the outside corner, and the count now full at 3-2. The pitch to Debo. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. "30 strikeouts now for this lefty. Brings up Steve Barmakian. He has a 2-hit ball game, single in the second, struck out in the third, and single in the sixth. Lefty-lefty matchup. And Barmakian hits the ball to left field, going back. The left fielder Wirtz going back, and he's going to make the catch up against the wall. The Bingham Healthcare sign in left field for out number 2. Gave it a ride, did Barmakian, but Wirtz made the catch with his back up against the wall. And that'll bring up Jose Reyes, who's 2 for 3. 2 outs, nobody on base. The Mustangs will have their 9 1 and 2 hitters due up here in the top of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to Reyes, outside, ball 1. The Mustangs have shut down the Chukars offense tonight. 7 hits, only 2 runs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's called strike inside corner. That one fooled Reyes, had him bailing out, and a late breaking pitch caught the inside corner. The count 1-1 on Jose. Has 4 home runs this year. Swing and a miss. Was looking for number 5 there, and the count now is 1-2 on Reyes. If Reyes reaches, Dusty Stroop will come to the plate. 1-2 on Reyes. Chase one way out of the strike zone. A throw will be made to first in time for out number 3. So the Chukars go down 1-2-3 in the 8th inning. We move to the 9th. No change on the scoreboard. It's the guests 3, the home team 2. No activity in the bullpen of Billings. We'll see Bo Bovelin in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch from Nunley is a swing and a miss on a fastball at 91. The other night in Boise, Nunley struck out the side, but then gave up the game-winning home run the next inning. But he has been pretty darn good as of late, has the second-year Chucker. A one-pitch, low, 1-1 the count. John's wife, Taylor, again running the scoreboard tonight, doing a heck of a job. The count is 1-1 to Jordan Barth. Lifts a high fly ball left field, should be easy for Barmakian. Steve comes over and makes the catch for out number one. Brings up Cruz Taylor, the right fielder, who is 1 for 3.
Number 6, right fielder, Cruz Taylor.
Yeah, the Chukars bats have been quieted tonight by this Mustang team. Basically, 2 Mustangs, Sirwa for 7, and Bo Bovelin in the 8th. And Nunley starts him off with a fastball, 93 on the inside corner, called strike 1. Mustangs overall in the second half, 8-10, Chukars 11-7. Both Great Falls and Missoula winning the last time we checked. A one pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chukars with a 1-game lead over the Paddleheads and the Voyagers. 3-game lead over the Mustangs. One and one the count. Taylor, the leadoff hitter. Next pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. That time Hiskey sort of kept the ball in his glove and the glove in the strike zone. The umpire said it was outside. Nunley, 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. The Chukars will have Stroop, Hiskey, and Strong in the bottom of the inning. The last run scored in the game was in the 5th. That was by Billings to take a 3-2 lead. 2-2 the count on Cruz Taylor. Here's the pitch. Fly ball center field. Thomas going back. Still going back. Actually be off the wall. And Taylor is going to stop at second with a 1-out double. The second hit for Cruz Taylor. And it brings up Abraham Mao. That ball hit in the deepest part of the ballpark in left center field. Nope, it's going to be Bryce Jackson. He came in for Mao defensively in the bottom of the 8th. Or bottom of the 7th, excuse me. So Bryce Jackson, the batter, left-hander. Big kid, 6'2", 245, out of Millersburg, Maryland. See what Jackson has done at the plate this year. Hitting just a .172. Fouls the first pitch off from Nunley, the count 0-1. Checkers need to keep Taylor at second base. Check of the runner twice. And the pitch fouled back, and Nunley ahead 0-2 on the count.
Let's keep your back straight. Go to the home of the Backsaver mattress.
0-2 the count on the left-handed Bryce Jackson. And he swings and fouls this one way out of play. Jackson played his college ball at Frostburg State University. That doesn't sound like fun. Frostburg. It's got to be a cold place. He's 23 years old as Bryce Jackson. Nunnally looks in, gets a sign from Hiskey. At second base, Taylor. He has the insurance run for Billings. Next pitch, misses outside. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, you said it might be a cold place. Well, depending on the time of year at Frostburg State, it could be. It's in Frostburg, Maryland, just west of the Baltimore, Washington area.
The count 1-2. Nunn's trying to keep the Mustangs off the scoreboard here in the 9th. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Hiskey's going to have to make the throw to first. It was in the dirt, scooped up by Seth Strong for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jackson Raper. It's the 10th strikeout by Chucker pitchers tonight. Raper tonight has struck out. He singled a sitter, he walked, and he bounced out to the pitcher. 1 for 3 for Raper. Big run for Billings at second base and for the Chuckers. Of course, Chuckers need a goose egg here in the 9th. Nunnally is 2/3 of the way there. Pitch is a pitch inside corner, called strike 1. Oh, 1 the count, left-handed hitter against the righty. Next pitch in the dirt, good block by Hunter to keep the runner at second. That'll even out the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a big part of the game right here. Chuckers trying to keep it at a 1-run deficit going into the 9th. Nunnally comes set. Kicks, nope, he's going to throw to, well, he didn't throw to second, nobody to throw to. But he chases Taylor back to the bag. Raper out of North Carolina, the 1-1 pitch. High fastball, check the swing, and it's 2-1. That pitch at 94 miles per hour. Nunnally facing Raper. 2-1. Lifted foul, 2-2. The folks still at the ballpark just waiting for the bottom of the 9th and hopefully some Melaleuca magic. It's been hit and miss for the Chuckers late in the ballgame this season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nunnally kicks, pitches, foul back. And the 2-2 again. Ten hits for the Mustangs, only 7 for the Chuckers tonight. And credit the Billings defense, they turned 3 double plays in the game. The 2-2 pitch, low, good block by Hiskey, count full, 3-2. On deck is the slugger Gabe Wirtz. Don't want to see him till tomorrow night. Payoff pitch. John Nunnally Jr. Jackson Raper with the potential run number 4 at second base with Cruz Taylor. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, lifted foul, and out of play to our left. Had a lot of good battles, a lot of foul balls tonight. Three-two, payoff pitch number 2. The kick, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So not only gives up a double, but then strikes out the next 2 batters. And the Chukars need 1 to tie and 2 to win as we go to the bottom of the 9th on KSPZ. No, it would be his second save of the year. Chukars 1 to tie, 2 to win if they get 1 knockout round for the first time here at Melaleuca. Well, Dusty's no doubt overdue. He faces the lefty. They'll be followed by Hiskey and Strong. The Chukars have the batters up they would like to have up here in the bottom of the 9th. Javier Hernandez getting the fans fired up. Breaking ball. Oh, they called that a strike. 0-1 the count. A big bender. Must have had a break late. I thought it was high, but it's a called strike, and it's 0-1. Boverland. 0-1 pitch. That one is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, impressed with the strike zone of Eric Martinez tonight, the home plate hour. First time we've seen him this year. He's called a good game behind the dish. 1-1 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt, and Dusty down 1-2. Boverland gave up, actually worked a 3-up, 3-down frame in the 8th, including 2 strikeouts. Kenny Searle was as good as advertised, the starter who went 7. The 1-2 to Stroop, down low, 2-2. That one was close. Chukars need at least 1 base runner. Stroop leads the team in home runs and RBI. The 2-2 ball hit off the cleat, goes to the second baseman, and it's going to be a base hit for Dusty Stroop. Went off the pitcher's leg, went to the second baseman. Klein, no play, and Stroop reaches to lead off the bottom of the ninth inning. His first hit of the game extends his streak to 15 games in a row, and home plate umpire is checking on the pitcher. That would be a kick save in hockey. Here's Hunter Hiskey, 2 for 3 tonight. And I guarantee Hunter will not be up there sacrificing. And Bo Bovelin's going to make a couple of tosses to see if that ankle's okay. Hit number 8. Chukars trying for a walk-off win here at the Loop tonight. That would be a great way to start this 6-game homestand. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Bovelin and Hiskey. Hunter is single and doubled. Last time up, hit into a double play. Pitch to Hunter, a breaking ball, finds the strike zone on the inside corner. 0-1 the count on Hiskey. Nobody out, tying run at first base. Stroop has 10 stolen bases this year. Next pitch to Hunter, it's a wild pitch in the dirt, and that'll get Stroop down to second in scoring position with nobody out. Now Hiskey, a base hit, could tie the ball game up. We've got a good one tonight on your Tuesday, just a few minutes past 10 o'clock. Hiskey second on the team in RBI. Bovelin comes set at the belt, checks Stroop. The 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Another left-handed batter, Seth Strong, is on deck for Idaho Falls.
Part of the lineup is just loaded with lefties. The next righty's the 8th hitter in Eric Callahan. The 1-2 to Hunter. Breaking ball, call strike 3, and Hiskey knew it. He started to walk back to the dugout before home plate umpire Eric Martinez put up the right arm. Here's Seth Strong, 0 for 3. His first at-bat as a Chukar, he hit a 410-foot home run. How about some deja vu here tonight? Or as Yogi Berra would say, let's see deja vu all over again. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Strong, a big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Boy, the two pitchers for Billings tonight have been outstanding. Searle went 7. Bovelon trying to work the final 2 for a save. Tying run at second base with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch to Strong. Takes it low and away, 1-1. Brendan Hewitt on deck. Just find a hole someplace in the outfield. A bloop job, a Texas leaguer would do. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Bovelin has struck out 3 batters in the 4 outs he has recorded so far. Seth Strong down in the count, 1-2. Stroop patiently waits at second base, and now Seth calls timeout at the plate. He got a bug in his eye.
Stroop singled off the pitcher's leg, went to second on a wild pitch. Hiskey then fanned, and Stroop down on the count 1-2. There's the pitch to Strong. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts with a runner in scoring position. And it's up to Brendan Hewitt, who is 1 for 3 tonight, doubled his last time up. And as Noah mentioned, another left-handed batter. Chukars down to their final out. Bovelin to Hewitt. Ground ball, second base, fielded by Klein. The throw in time, and Billings wins this first game of the 6-game series. Final score tonight, 3-2, Billings over Idaho Falls. Back with our post-game show coming up here on KSBZ, the Sports Zone. That single, Taylor went to third, and then on a sac fly by Gabe Wirtz, that scored Taylor, gave the Mustangs a 1-0 lead. Chukars tied it up in the bottom of the first. Back-to-back singles by Barmakian and Reyes. A Hunter Hiskey double tied the game up at 1. Chukars took the lead in the second on an inning they did not get a base hit. Hewitt reached on an error by the first baseman. He then stole second on the steal. The throw went into center field. He went to third, did Brendan Hewitt. Then the next guy up, Brady West, grounded out to second. That scored Hewitt. It was a 2-1 ball game. Billings came back, tied it up in the third at 2. It was a double play by Fernandez, scoring Abraham Mao. That made the score 2-2. Then in the fifth inning, it was a walk to Raper. Wirtz singled. Raper went to third base on the play. And then the next batter after Wirtz, Fernandez hit into a fielder's choice, and that scored the final run of the ball game. 3-2, that run scored in the fifth inning, and the Chukars did not score in the final 7 frames to take a 3-2 loss to kick off this 6-game set. Time to check some Major League scores on the scoreboard. Here's Noah.
Well, the Royals swept the White Sox, and actually they lost. They split the doubleheader. The Royals won game 1-4-2, lost game 2, 3-2. Other finals in the Bigs tonight. Toronto lost to the Baltimore Orioles, who have been hot lately. Orioles win 6-5. Phillies defeat Miami 4-1. Cleveland defeats Detroit 5-2 to a good start by Shane Bieber. Mets defeat the Reds 6-2. Austin Riley, with his 30th homer and 5 RBI, defeat the Red Sox in the 11th inning 9-7. Washington defeats Chicago, the Cubs, 6-5. The Rangers lose to the Astros 7-5 over at the Juice Box. Milwaukee defeats Tampa Bay 5-3. And how about this, John? Colorado defeated St. Louis 16-5, 22 base hits by the Rockies. My, oh my. Yankees and Seattle, they're in a pitcher's duel right now. Scoreless in the top of the 8th. Other active scores, LA, the Dodgers lead Minnesota 6-1, bottom of the 6th. San Diego and San Francisco, top of the 8th. San Diego leads San Francisco 3-1. Juan Soto with his first home run as a Padre. Arizona leads Pittsburgh 6-1, and the Angels lead the Oakland A's 5-0, end of the 7th.
Final scores in the Pioneer League: Grand Junction 18, Northern Colorado 11. Ogden beat the Vibes of Rocky Mountain 9-3. They're in the bottom of the 9th in Kalispell. Great Falls leads Glacier 14-4. And they're in the bottom of the 8th in Missoula. The Paddleheads lead the Hawks by a 6-3 score. If those scores hold up, it'll be a three-way tie for first in the Pioneer League's Northern Division. Final numbers for tonight's game here at the Luke for the victorious Mustangs: 3 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 men on base. For the Chukars, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and the Chukars left only 4 men on base. Winning pitcher was Kenny Serwa. 7 innings, gave up just 1 earned run, did not walk a batter. He struck out 7. The save goes to Bo Bovalon. He went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 4. So the 2 Billings pitchers did not walk a Chukar, and they struck out 11 Chukars tonight. The loser was Jake Binder. He pitched well. 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, walked 4, struck out 4. But the offense did not back Binder up tonight. And the Idaho Falls bullpen, again, a nice night. 4 innings of scoreless baseball, but the final score tonight: Billings 3 and Idaho Falls 2. No home runs were hit in the ball game. It took 3 hours and 1 minute to play in front of a crowd of 1,745. So the Chukars lose the opener. They have 5 more games left against the Mustangs in this homestand. Any final words, Noah, before we wrap it up?
It's one of those games where, or made me think of the game on Saturday night in Boise, where it was a tied ball game, 4-4. Chukars out of the bases, top of the 9th, could not score. This was a game where the Chukars had opportunities to tie it up, take lead, runners at third, runners at second, but the timely hitting just was not there against good pitchers like Kenny Serwa and Bo Bovalon. This series, the Chukars are going to need to be able to get past this Billings pitching staff, which is quite good, and show off that offense and try and get base hits and light that pitch count up if they're going to need to take some games in this 6-game series. Hoping for the best tomorrow.
By the way, the Billings infield turned 3 double plays, another key part of this ball game. Final score tonight from Melaleuca Field: it was Billings 3, Idaho Falls 2. Chukars' next game will be tomorrow night against the Mustangs. It'll be Jack DeCenzo on the mound for the Idaho Falls Chukars, and it'll be Patrick Maybach for the Billings Mustangs. Until tomorrow night, for Noah Moore, I'm John Balgini, reminding you that Chukars Baseball is a presentation of Sandhill Media. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, videos, and accounts of this game is prohibited without the express written consent of the Pioneer League, Sandhill Media, and KSPZ, the Sports Zone. Tonight, the Chukars lost a tough one by the score of 3-2. Good night, everybody. Good night, Jim.